Welcome, seekers of ancient wisdom and forgotten truths, to a journey into the heart of tradition, where the veil between our world and the mystical often thins. Today, we turn our gaze to a date often overlooked, yet brimming with profound energies and cautionary tales. September 27th. On this day, the turning of the season casts long shadows, inviting introspection and a deep connection to the forces that shape our destiny. It is a day when the currents of generosity flow strongest, but also when the unseen forces demand respect and adherence to ancient laws. Ignore them at your peril, for the universe in its infinite wisdom always exacts a price. Across various traditions, this day holds different names and meanings. In Christian calendars, it is widely recognized as the feast day of Saint Vincent de Paul, a towering figure of compassion and aid to the suffering. But beyond the solemnity of religious observance, September 27th carries whispers from older times, echoes of harvest's end, the approaching scarcity of winter, and the growing power of protective magic. It is a time when the earth prepares for slumber, and humanity is called to prepare for what lies ahead, both seen and unseen. The spiritual pulse of September 27th beats strongly with themes of service, sacrifice, and divine intervention. Saint Vincent de Paul, a name synonymous with unwavering charity, offers us a powerful lens through which to view this day. People traditionally turn to him with earnest prayers for relief from poverty, for the healing of the sick, for guidance in times of hardship, and for the grace to extend compassion to others. They seek blessings for their homes, protection from destitution, and the strength to endure personal trials. While seemingly rooted in Christian piety, the underlying currents of giving, community support, and seeking divine aid resonate deeply with ancient pagan practices. As the harvest draws to a close and winter's lean months loom, the necessity of sharing resources, protecting the vulnerable, and appealing to benevolent spirits for sustenance becomes paramount. Thus, the veneration of a saint known for his boundless generosity perfectly aligns with the primal fear of scarcity and the timeless hope for communal well-being. This is a day when the spiritual and the earthly intertwine, urging us to look beyond ourselves. Now let us delve into the remarkable life of the man whose legacy defines this day. A life filled with trials, transformation, and ultimately, an extraordinary dedication to humanity. Vincent de Paul was born into a humble peasant family in a small French village in 1581. From his earliest days, he displayed an unusual sensitivity to the plight of others, often sharing what little his family had with those even poorer. He pursued an education, fueled by the hope of lifting his family from poverty, and was ordained a priest at a young age. His early career, however, was not without its tumultuous twists. Imagine a young, ambitious priest, eager for advancement, suddenly plunged into a nightmare. In 1605, while travelling by sea, Vincent's ship was attacked by Barbary pirates. He was captured, chained, and dragged to Tunisia, where he was sold into slavery. For 2 agonizing years, he endured the brutal realities of servitude, first under a fisherman, then a physician, alchemist, who taught him rudimentary chemistry, and finally, under a former Christian renegade who had converted to Islam. It was during this period of immense suffering and degradation that a profound shift began within Vincent. Witnessing the despair of his fellow slaves, his own hardships seemed to ignite a deeper empathy, stripping away his youthful ambition and forging a spirit of profound humility. Through a series of remarkable events and his unwavering faith, Vincent eventually converted his final master back to Christianity, and together they escaped to Rome. This harrowing ordeal was not merely a physical journey, but a spiritual crucible that reshaped his entire being. He returned to France not as the ambitious cleric he once was, but as a man transformed, dedicated to serving the most abandoned of society. He immersed himself in the spiritual needs of the rural poor, organized charities, established hospitals, and founded the Congregation of the Mission, an order of priests devoted to evangelizing and ministering to the poor. Later, alongside Saint Louise de Marillac, he founded the Daughters of Charity, an innovative community of women who dared to serve the sick and needy directly in their homes, a revolutionary concept at a time when cloistered life was the norm for religious women. His tireless work touched countless lives, alleviating suffering, providing education, and offering dignity to those often deemed invisible. His story is a testament to the power of compassion, born from suffering, and dedicated to illuminating the darkest corners of human experience. Now let us turn our attention to the subtle signals the universe sends our way on this potent day. The signs of destiny await your interpretation. Narodni primity, folk omens. Weather, harvest. A clear, crisp morning on September 27th foretells a harsh winter. This belief stems from the idea that if nature holds back its warmth now, it's saving up its cold. The clean air allows the frost to settle more easily, signalling the imminent arrival of deeper chill. If migratory birds fly high and fast today, prepare for an early and severe winter. Birds, being closer to nature's pulse, are seen as harbingers. High flight suggests they are eager to escape quickly, sensing a greater urgency in the changing seasons. Much fog on this day indicates an abundance of mushrooms and berries in the coming year. Fog is moisture, and moisture nurtures growth. This belief connects the visible atmospheric conditions with future bounty, hinting at a cycle of natural generosity. If the leaves on the trees are still mostly green, winter will be mild and late. This reflects nature's reluctance to shed its protective cover, suggesting that cold weather is not yet truly ready to set in. A strong wind on September 27th means a windy autumn and a snowy winter. The energy of the wind on this day is believed to set the tone for the coming months, carrying with it the promise of blustery conditions and heavy snowfall. Squirrels actively gathering nuts today, hiding them deeply, predict a long, hard winter. Animals are often seen as wiser than humans in predicting nature's course. Their industriousness signals an instinctual preparation for extended scarcity. If bees are still actively flying and foraging, expect a warm, extended autumn. The continued activity of these tiny creatures suggests that the warmth of the season will linger, delaying the onset of winter's chill. Bitivier, denizhnier, domestic, money. To give alms or share food with the needy on this day promises good fortune and protection from want throughout the coming year. This is directly linked to Saint Vincent de Paul's spirit of charity. The belief is that by extending your hand, you invite divine reciprocity, ensuring your own needs are met. Neglecting the poor, conversely, risks inviting hardship. If you find a lost item unexpectedly today, it's a sign that a financial windfall is on its way. The universe is seen as returning what was lost, not just physically, but also metaphorically, often manifesting as unexpected monetary gain. A broken household item on this day warns of upcoming minor financial setbacks or unexpected expenses. This serves as a small omen, urging caution in spending and careful management of resources, indicating a slight disturbance in the flow of prosperity. Hearing a dog howl mournfully nearby today may signify impending financial struggle for someone in the household. Dogs are often considered sensitive to unseen energies and presages. A mournful howl is a cry of warning, an echo of potential future hardship. If you burn bread while baking today, it symbolizes waste and potential loss of resources in the near future. Bread, a fundamental symbol of sustenance, being ruined, signifies a disruption in the natural order of provision, cautioning against future extravagance. Sny v tu noc, dreams on this night. Dreams experienced on the night of September 27th are believed to carry significant weight, offering glimpses into your inner state and future path, particularly concerning your resources, compassion, and readiness for change. Dreams of giving or receiving. If you dream of freely giving to others, it is a powerful affirmation of your charitable spirit and predicts an abundance of blessings returning to you, often in unexpected forms. Conversely, if you dream of receiving help or gifts, it suggests that you may soon find the support or resources you need to overcome current challenges. Dreams of a bountiful harvest or overflowing pantry. These are auspicious signs symbolizing prosperity, security, and a period of sustained well-being. They reassure you that your efforts will yield fruitful results. Dreams of barren fields or empty cupboards. These dreams are cautionary. They do not necessarily foretell actual poverty, but might indicate a fear of scarcity, a need to better manage your resources, or a spiritual emptiness that requires nourishment through acts of kindness. Dreams of cold weather, snow, or preparing for winter. These signify a period of introspection, preparation, and perhaps a need to conserve energy. They reflect an intuitive understanding that a time of challenge or quietude is approaching, urging you to secure your emotional and physical reserves. Your dreams involving water, rivers, oceans. Clear, flowing water suggests emotional clarity, healing, and spiritual renewal. Murky or stormy water might point to emotional turmoil or unresolved issues that need addressing before true peace can be found. Dreams of old or decaying things. These often symbolize the shedding of old habits, beliefs, or relationships that no longer serve you. It is a dream of letting go, making space for new growth, much like autumn leaves falling to nourish the soil. Urojdeni vetedin, born on this day. Those born on September 27th are often endowed with a profound sense of justice and an innate desire to serve humanity. They are typically characterized by their deep compassion, empathy, and a tireless drive to alleviate suffering in the world, much like Saint Vincent de Paul himself. Their path is often marked by selflessness and a strong moral compass. They possess a quiet strength and remarkable resilience, capable of enduring hardship and emerging stronger, using their experiences to fuel their commitment to others. They are natural caregivers, finding purpose in supporting the vulnerable, whether through direct action, advocacy, or creative expression that inspires change. While they may face personal struggles or periods of self-doubt, their unwavering faith in humanity and their conviction that every person deserves dignity will always guide them back to their true calling. They are often leaders by example, inspiring those around them to embrace kindness and generosity. Their destiny is often intertwined with acts of significant service, leaving a lasting positive impact on their communities and beyond. Imeniniki, name day. In some traditions, this day is particularly auspicious for those bearing names that resonate with compassion, strength, and victory. While Vincent is the most prominent, other names may include Damien, from St. Cosmas, and Damien, associated with healing. Cosmas, clement, meaning merciful, or even names signifying victorious or protector. Let us consider Vincent. Individuals named Vincent are often seen as possessing a blend of quiet determination and powerful compassion. They are frequently characterized by their perseverance, their ability to champion the cause of the underdog, and their unwavering loyalty to their principles. A Vincent might be perceived as thoughtful and reflective, yet capable of great action when moved by injustice. They tend to be stable, reliable individuals who prefer to lead by example rather than by overt declaration. Now, for the heart of our exploration, what actions can we take to honour this day and invite its blessings? Tradizi e rituale, traditions and rituals. 1. The ritual of generosity, the harvest share. Purpose: to honour the spirit of charity, express gratitude for the season's bounty, and ensure future prosperity by sharing with those less fortunate. This ritual creates a powerful energetic exchange, attracting abundance back to you. What you'll need: freshly prepared food, a portion of your own meal for the day, a small, clean container or cloth to wrap the food, a heartfelt intention of giving. When and how to conduct. This ritual should be performed during daylight hours, ideally around midday, but any time before sunset is acceptable. 1. As you prepare your own meal for the day, consciously set aside a small portion of the best food you have. This could be a freshly baked item, a hearty soup, or a serving of your main dish. 2. As you wrap or place the food in its container, silently or softly speak your intention. May this offering nourish body and soul, and may blessings of abundance flow to all who are in need, and to my home. 3. Take the food to someone in need. This could be a homeless person, a local food bank, or a neighbour you know is struggling. The key is to give directly and with a pure heart, expecting nothing in return. If direct giving is not possible, leave it somewhere. It will be found by someone who truly needs it, or donate it to a charity. What to do after? Reflect on the act of giving. Feel the warmth and lightness that comes from genuine generosity. Do not dwell on the act, but trust that the universe has noted your kindness. The energetic ripples of this act will return to you. 2. The hearth blessing for winter readiness. Purpose. To purify your home, bless it with warmth and protection, and prepare it energetically for the colder, darker months ahead, ensuring comfort and safety. This ritual invites peace and ward off negative influences. What you'll need: a small bundle of dried herbs, sage, rosemary, or lavender are excellent choices for cleansing. A heat-proof bowl or abalone shell, a feather or your hand to fan the smoke, a white candle, a pinch of salt. When and how to conduct. Perform this ritual in the late afternoon or early evening, as the light begins to fade, symbolising the drawing in of warmth and protection. 1. Light the white candle, letting its flame symbolise purity and divine light. 2. Light your herb bundle, allowing it to smoulder and produce fragrant smoke. 3. Starting at your front door, move clockwise through each room of your home. As you move, use the feather or your hand to gently waft the smoke into corners, around windows, and across thresholds. 4. As you do this, recite softly, "By fire and smoke, by earth and air, I cleanse this home. Banish all care. Let warmth reside, and peace prevail as winter deepens through storm and gale. Bless this hearth, protect these walls, until spring's light once more calls." 5. As you complete each room, sprinkle a tiny pinch of salt at each window and doorway, sealing the space with protective energy. 6. Return to the starting point, extinguish the herbs safely in the bowl, and let the white candle burn down completely, or extinguish it respectfully, thanking the elements for their aid. What to do after? Open a window briefly to allow any lingering stagnant energy to escape. Feel the renewed sense of calm and security within your home. 3. The Autumn Altar of Gratitude. Purpose: to acknowledge and give thanks for the blessings of the past year and the autumn harvest, fostering an attitude of gratitude that attracts more positive experiences. This ritual connects you to the earth's cycles and abundance. What you'll need: a clear space, perhaps a small table or windowsill, items representing the harvest, a small pumpkin or gourd, ears of corn, apples, nuts, dried leaves, a small candle, yellow or orange, a personal object symbolising something you are grateful for. When and how to conduct. Set up your altar in the morning and maintain it throughout the day, or perform the ritual at sunset. 1. Cleanse your chosen space. Arrange the harvest items aesthetically, creating a focal point. 2. Place the candle in the centre and light it. 3. Hold your personal object of gratitude in your hands. Close your eyes and reflect on all the blessings, big and small, you have received throughout the year. 4. Place the object on the altar. 5. Speak aloud or silently a prayer of gratitude. Spirit of earth, Spirit of abundance, I thank you for the gifts of this year, for sustenance and growth, for shelter and love. May my heart remain open to all blessings, and may my gratitude always flow freely. 6. Allow the candle to burn for at least an hour, or as long as you feel comfortable. What to do after? Keep the altar set up for a few days, renewing the candle if you wish. Each time you pass it, remember your blessings and cultivate a grateful heart. Kulinarne tradycje dnia, culinary traditions of the day. On September 27th, culinary traditions emphasize hearty, warming and comforting foods that celebrate the last of the harvest and prepare the body for the cooler months. Root vegetable stews and soups. Think robust stews filled with carrots, potatoes, parsnips and turnips, often enriched with beef or lamb, symbolising sustenance and grounding. Pumpkin or butternut squash soup also features prominently, utilising the bounties of autumn. Baked apples and apple desserts. Apples are at their peak, and dishes like baked apples with cinnamon, apple crisps, or apple pies are popular. They symbolise sweetness, warmth, and the lingering taste of summer's fruit. Freshly baked bread, often a simple, wholesome loaf, sometimes studded with nuts or dried fruits, representing the staff of life and the abundance of the grain harvest. Breaking bread together is an act of communion and sharing. Hardy greens. Dishes incorporating kale, collards, or other robust greens cooked slowly with bacon or ham hocks offer nutrition and warmth, signalling the shift towards more substantial, enduring foods. Harvest drinks. Mulled cider, spiced wines, or herbal teas with ingredients like ginger and cloves are perfect for warming the body and soul, connecting to the magic of the changing season. The focus is on comfort, nourishment, and togetherness. Now we turn to the shadow side of this day, the actions to avoid, for their consequences can ripple through your life in unexpected ways. Главные запреты дня, main prohibitions of the day. 1. Нельзя отказывать в помощи нуждающимся. Do not refuse help to those in need. Mystical reason. This is the most crucial prohibition of the day, directly tied to the spirit of Saint Vincent de Paul. To turn away someone in genuine need, be it for food, shelter, or a listening ear, is to close your heart to the divine flow of compassion. It's believed to invite a spiritual imbalance, attracting scarcity and hardship into your own life. Consequences. Legend says that those who hoard their resources or deliberately ignore cries for help on this day risk losing what they have, facing unexpected financial reversals, or experiencing profound loneliness and isolation. The universe, it is said, mirrors your actions back to you. 2. Нельзя быть жадным и расточительным. Do not be greedy or wasteful. Mystical reason. As we approach winter, the concept of conserving resources and valuing what you have becomes sacred. Greed disrupts this natural balance, showing disrespect for the earth's bounty. Wastefulness, especially of food, is seen as a direct affront to the harvest spirit and an invitation for future famine or loss. Consequences. Practicing greed or wanton waste on this day can lead to a period of inexplicable bad luck concerning finances and material possessions. Items may break, money may disappear, or opportunities may vanish, teaching a harsh lesson in appreciation and moderation. 3. Нельзя забывать о своих обязательствах. Do not forget your obligations. Mystical reason. This day emphasizes preparation and taking responsibility. Neglecting duties, whether to family, work, or community, is seen as a sign of spiritual carelessness. It creates unresolved energy that can attract chaos and disarray into your life as you enter the more challenging winter months. Consequences. Ignoring your responsibilities today might lead to compounding problems, missed opportunities, or strained relationships. It is believed that such neglect could manifest as larger, more complex challenges down the line, requiring significant effort to rectify. Key. Nalzi spletnichat и zloslovit. Do not gossip or speak ill of others. Mystical reason. Words carry powerful energy. On a day dedicated to compassion and kindness, spreading negativity, gossip, or malicious rumours taints the spiritual atmosphere around you. It attracts negative entities or ill will and can rebound to harm your own reputation and peace of mind. Consequences. Those who engage in gossip today may find their own secrets or flaws exposed. They might experience social isolation or find themselves embroiled in misunderstandings and conflicts as the negative energy they sent out returns. Pai. Nельзя устраивать шумные вечеринки и празднования. Do not host loud parties or boisterous celebrations. Mystical reason. This day carries a more somber, reflective energy, marking the transition into the darker half of the year. Excessive noise and revelry are seen as disrespectful to the spirits of the season and can disturb the delicate energetic balance, inviting discord. Consequences. Such disruptions are believed to invite petty arguments, discord within the home, or even minor accidents. The energy of the day favours quiet contemplation and community service, not boisterous self-indulgence. Hikes. Нельзя заниматься крупными финансовыми операциями или спорами. Do not engage in major financial transactions or disputes. Mystical reason. The energy of this day is not conducive to aggressive financial dealings or conflict. These actions are believed to attract instability and potential losses. It is a day for consolidation and giving, not for taking or contention. Consequences. Any significant financial ventures undertaken today are said to be prone to failure or unexpected complications. Entering into disputes can escalate them, leading to prolonged stress and unfavorable outcomes. 7. Нельзя начинать новые крупные дела. Do not start major new undertakings. Mystical reason. With the shortening days and the earth preparing for its long rest, this is a time for concluding, tidying and preparing, not for initiating grand projects. Starting something new against this natural cycle is believed to deplete your energy and lead to unforeseen obstacles. Consequences. New projects started on this day may face numerous delays, unexpected setbacks, or simply fizzle out due to a lack of sustained energy. It's better to consolidate existing efforts. 8. Нельзя оставлять грязь и беспорядок в доме. Do not leave dirt and disorder in your home. Mystical reason. As winter approaches, the home becomes a sanctuary. Disorder and dirt are seen as attracting negative energies, inviting illness, and creating a chaotic spiritual environment that can manifest as actual problems. Consequences. A messy home on this day is believed to attract ill health for its inhabitants or cause increased friction among family members. It also sets a precedent for disorganized energy during the coming darker months. 9. Нельзя брать или давать в долг деньги. Do not borrow or lend money. Mystical reason. The exchange of money in the form of loans on this day is believed to disrupt the natural flow of financial energy. It can create bonds of debt that are difficult to break or lead to losses for either party. Consequences. Lending money today risks not having it returned or causing financial strain on yourself. Borrowing may lead to unexpected difficulties in repayment or an extended period of debt. It is a day to settle debts, not incur new ones. 8. Нельзя подстригать волосы или ногти. Do not cut hair or nails. Mystical reason. This is a common folk belief across many cultures. Hair and nails are seen as extensions of your vital energy. Cutting them on certain auspicious or transitional days is believed to diminish your life force, weaken your spiritual defences, or even attract illness. Consequences. Ignoring this prohibition might lead to feelings of lethargy, a weakened immune system, or a general sense of unease. It's believed to make one more susceptible to negative influences or minor ailments. As the days grow shorter and the earth begins its long slumber, remember the lessons of September 27th. Embrace the spirit of generosity, prepare your home and your heart for the coming season, and respect the ancient wisdom that guides us. By honouring these traditions and heeding these warnings, you not only connect with a powerful stream of ancient knowledge, but also invite protection, abundance and peace into your life. Until next time, may your path be illuminated by wisdom and your spirit be guided by grace.